here we are. We're in the crux of the biscuit. We're in the cornucopia of creativity. We're in the moment creating food that sustains us. Here in the Antelope Valley? That's right here at the Holland Ranch, and two special people committed. For you, it's a passion. I just think it's your way out of everything else. I don't know.
Yeah, it keeps me out of trouble, doesn't it?
It does. But give me a day. Tell me a day in your life out here.
Well, you can spend every minute from sun up to sundown, and if you put a headlamp on, you can keep going all night.
I understand you do that.
I do that, yes. Well, there's so many crops happening here. You've got particularly a lot of tomatoes, and things all happen every week. Plants need care. You got to get the weeds out. You got to replant. So you got to work. You got to work all the time, and I do this. All the planting is done by me. We have about an acre and a half of row crops here. I got a couple kids that help as well, but anyway, it's just a constant schedule. Yesterday we pruned, we tied tomatoes, we weeded tomatoes from 6 a.m. until about 6 p.m., about 12 hours. And
I think one of the most important things that we need to discuss is what you do, because we're into GMOs. We're into bettering ourselves, and seeds are an important thing with that. So how do you get your seeds that aren't GMO?
Well, all of our seeds, we're a certified organic farm by CCOF, California Certified Organic Farmers. So part of the organic program means that you can only plant organic seeds, unless that particular type of crop is not available organically. Then you can use an untreated seed from a seed source. We buy a lot of seeds from the East Coast. There's a lot of seed companies on the East Coast. The main one we use is called High Mowing Organic Seeds. They're awesome. They have terrific varieties, and most of the seeds are open pollinated, means that you can grow that plant, harvest that fruit, and take the seed from that fruit and plant it again next year, and you'll get the same thing again and again and again. You don't have to pay a company like Monsanto a royalty. Oh my gosh, I said the M word. But a lot of the seeds are patented today, and hybrid seeds are where they take two types of tomatoes and they cross them, and that gives you a different kind of a tomato out of those two parents. And that seed's only good 1 year, and then it's going to revert back to one of the parents. So the hybrids are great because they give certain benefits. They give you disease resistance, vigor, productivity, drought resistance. Lots of things that breeders do by cross-pollinating plants are really terrific. You pay more for that kind of seed. So what we do is we are always looking for something new. This year I have about 40 new kinds of tomatoes, and we're doing what we call a trial. We grow those out, we see which ones do well. We save those, take a couple tomatoes from the best plants, the biggest, the best tomatoes, the best genetics, and then we save that, and then next year we'll grow that out again. So what that does is it acclimates that plant. That tomato becomes suitable for the Antelope Valley's extreme wind and temperatures and soil conditions and the microclimate of this farm. This farm is very microclimate. It freezes here usually on the 25th of October every year. My buddy across the street, David, his will be fine. I got a river of cold air that comes in here in October. So every property is a little unique. So again, we're growing out plants to try and create varieties that are suitable to this valley. So if someone comes to the market and buys a tomato from me, they could save seeds from that tomato and they could actually grow them in their own backyard.
Wow.
They don't have to go to the store and buy seeds. They don't have to buy a plant.
You come over and help?
No. I got no time.
He does offer advice at the farmer's market to
free
a lot
advice
of people.
with every tomato.
A gentleman last Saturday brought a corn cob, a little corn cob about like this, and it was just a mess. It just wasn't pollinated. It was terrible. And he asked me, and I tried to answer, and then I said, you got to go talk to the farmer, and Eric told him what the problem was, and hopefully he'll...
Well, yeah, the problem is real simple. Most home backyard gardeners plant one row of corn. Okay, if you see over there, you got corn growing. There's actually 6 strips in that area, and the reason is all that pollen that's in there is going to sprinkle on that corn. It's going to make those ears fill out with kernels. One row, the wind blows the pollen that way, the ears on the other side, you get no corn in it. So a lot of folks don't know that. They got to learn how to do it, and we're happy to share our knowledge about it. Most of the stuff I just learned by throwing the seeds into the ground and trying to grow the plants.
Doing it, huh? College of hard knocks.
I don't
That's
have
for
any
sure.
education in farming at
Which
all.
probably is great.
Yeah.
Now I know you're doing the work, okay?
Yeah.
But, my dear, what you must bring to the table to motivate him and to keep him in the field must be amazing what you do.
I know, it's really absolutely has nothing to do with me.
This is my folly completely. But Cherie is the marketing and communication side of the business. You know,
Again, no formal training whatsoever.
she runs Facebook, and we have a lot of contact with people in town on Facebook at Holland Ranch, and you know, people keep track
And
of
the
us.
Bare Naked Farmer.
Cherie does.
I get a visual when you say that, thanks.
Good, good. Clean vegetables is what that means.
No chemicals.
Good, clean vegetables.
Grown without a shirt on, probably. It's hot. What can I say?
And a light.
Yeah. But you know,
I'm merely a support position and not nearly enough support.
we're a team, and it's a tremendous amount of work. You know, harvest days are on Fridays for the AV winery market. We start 6, 7 a.m. and we usually go to about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. That's when we finish loading the truck. We've got everything clean and bundled together, and you know, everything ready to go. All the gear's loaded up, and then we'll be over there at you know, about 7:30 in the morning setting up, and we leave about 12:30. So it's a huge amount of work. We sell almost everything that we grow every week. We have a tremendous customer base. We're sorry if we don't have time to talk to you anymore because we're just so swamped.
You are.
Come to dinner.
You really are.
Come to the dinner, and we would love to spend the evening talking with you.
Well, boys and girls, moms and dads, gramps and grandpas, this is it. The jewel in the desert, the Holland Ranch. And it's just a joy to see you every Saturday morning. You're all pumped up. It's just a wonderful thing.
That's the best day of the week.
It is. We love Saturdays.
So come be part of it. Fork to Farm on the 27th of July. Get your tickets.